And it's all about empowering people. As a matter of fact, my life and my wife, obviously as well, we've dedicated our lives to educating, empowering, and elevating people to break through any barrier that would hinder their success. And we do that by empowering them to break to the best version, or at least a better version of themselves. And that's what this special Breakthrough Uplift Leadership Call is designed to empower you and so forth. As a matter of fact, if you don't have my daily attitude adjuster, we made a way where you can get it free for a limited time. People listen to it all over the world. And also there's a 12-minute to your breakthrough interview that every last one of you, as a matter of fact, I'll just be honest with you, I listen to it myself twice a year. I mean, there's some times every speaker and preacher and presenter all knows this, but there's a time when you just really are flowing, and it really is God speaking and maneuvering through your mouth, your lips, and so forth. You know, Acts 19:11, and God wrought special miracles by the hands of Paul. Well, sometimes through our lives, through our lips. And so that was one of those times. As a matter of fact, if you know somebody in a hard time, that interview is called 12 Minutes to Your Breakthrough. I just went through a crazy, crazy scenario. That's why now I learned to have multiple streams of income, because I had one huge income stream, and that one huge income stream was unfortunately snatched away and left me homeless and phoneless, right? And I keep telling you guys, every master was at once a mess or best mediocre. Therefore, every mess or mediocre person can one day be a master, right? So, and even on your way to being a master, and sometimes in your midst of being a master, you're going to have a setback, right? And my old good friend Willie Jolly says a setback is a setup for a comeback. And then Dr. Breakthrough adds, and a setback actually paves the way for comebacks. Oh, somebody needs to digest that. So anyway, I want you to go to breakthroughtips.com, www.breakthroughtips.com, and that's going to be absolutely freebie for you, okay? And it's going to be for a limited time. So everybody you know, tell them to go to breakthroughtips.com. And if they go to the breakthroughtips.com, they'll get 2 trainings. They'll get my daily attitude adjuster, as well as 12 minutes to your breakthrough. They just put the email in and click yes, I want my free Breakthrough to Success pack, and they get it, and that's it. I mean, it's that simple. But I want to bless you, and I want to be a blessing to those that you're connected to. And let me just throw this in before I get started here, and that is this. My main mentor, Bill Bailey, bless his heart. He's in heaven now, and I'll never forget one of the greatest lessons he taught me. And of course, I bought every book, every CD, every training, every coaching package. I just like a sponge, man. I wanted to soak everything up he had. And Bill Bailey was a guy who came from the hills of Kentucky. I mean, just nothing, no running water. Well, he said the running water they had is they ran down, got water from the creek or whatever else, and then ran it up. But anyway, but it ends up, winning the Horatio Alger Award along with Ray Kroc, Ross Perot, people like that. Having the company grossing $64 million per month. And we're talking about back in the 70s, no email, no fax machine, none of that. No social media, none of that. Everything was belly to belly, face to face. He had his own Sabre jet, 110-foot yacht. Had a private audience with the Pope, because the Pope had found out about these 5,000 orphans that he bought bicycles for all the, and different gifts for the boys and girls and so forth. And so, anyway, but I said all that to say, I probably said this, I don't know how many times to you, but I'm going to say it until you get it, and that is, we were speaking one day. I said, Mr. Bailey, what in the world did you do to create $64 million a month? He said, young Dr. Breakthrough, you're asking the wrong question. Now, remember I talked to you about ego, EGO, and I just want to pause and reemphasize that. Ego stands for edging God out. EGO, edging guidance out. Ego. edging greatness out. Number 4, ego, edging growth out. By the way, can I ask you something? When's the last time you have grown? I mean, are you growing? I mean, do you, do you not understand? People ask, well, how do you stay so excited? How do you stay? Because I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly evolving. I'm constantly, and by the way, you can't hurt me by helping me be better. Tell me something what's wrong with me. I can get upset and mad at you. help me to be better. Help me to make some adjustments. Help me, and by the way, that's one of the things I love telling people. The smallest, well, I'm jumping into my training, but anyway, here we go. But the smallest adjustment that I've made, the smallest tweak or adjustment I've made in my life that's made the biggest difference in the last decade. Have you heard what I said? The smallest adjustment or smallest tweak that I've made that made the biggest adjustment is something called hydration drops. Now, if somebody makes a statement to you like that, that ought to just make you stop in your tracks and say, whoa, what in the world? And once you get some, you'll find out for yourself, right? So anyway, so I said, Mr. Bailey, what in the world do you do to create $64 million a month? He said, you're asking the wrong question. I said, okay, sir, what is the right question? See, the Bible says that wisdom in the heart of man is like a deep well. Now get this now, but a man of understanding will draw it out. What you don't understand is that we have no inclination of the power of the right question. See, folks getting the wrong answers because they ask the wrong question. When you start asking the right questions, and you start asking empowering questions, you'll start getting very powerful answers. And so, anyway, I said to him, I said, okay, Mr. Bailey, so what is the right question I should have asked you? And he said, you should have asked me how many people's lives I added value to that resulted in $64 million a month. He said, you see, young Dr. Breakthrough, when you bring value to the marketplace, you can't help but eventually receive value back from marketplace. So what you want to do, if you want to know what took me to the top level of 9 companies in different industries, I know folks go to the top. I'm talking about 9 different industries. And by the way, as I'm talking, I'm well aware, in Texas, we say if you ever see a turtle on top of the post, one thing you know for sure, he didn't get there by himself, right? So one thing for sure, I always know who's the one who's empowered me, right, and favors me to be able to do that. But I do know that I've learned some things and I practice things that allow the breakthrough to take place. Folks, it's all about the breakthrough. So if you can get this breakthrough concept of presenting to people, that's why I say it over and over again. I have never been a network marketer. I will never be a network marketer. I don't have anything against network marketers per se. It's just not for me. I've always been a networker who leverages marketing. See, network marketers, excuse the expression, look at you like a piece of meat, and they want to jump on you, and especially if you're somebody with influence, and all they ever want to do is use you to get on their team for their purposes. Now, not every last one of them, but basically the industry has been designed that way. I shouldn't say designed that way. It's fallen to that way, okay? Put it that way. So no. Remember I said yesterday, WIIFM is what people say, what's in it for me. But you as a marketer, you as are going to be a successful, powerful breakthrough specialist, your favorite radio station has to be WIIFT. What's in it for them? Zig, that I used to speak for before he went to heaven, bless his heart, but Zig made it famous. He said, help enough people get what they want, and you'll get everything you want. He was saying what Mr. Bailey said, get good at bringing value. Matter of fact, one time Mr. Bailey said to me, in that same conversation, Dr. Breakthrough, he said, you're a man of faith and minister of the gospel. He said, what did the master do? He said, how would you sum up his life? And I said, well, the book of Acts, it said he went about doing good, healing all of diseases. And he said, exactly. He said, so, I'm just old country hillbilly. He said, made a lot of money, but I'm still just country. He said, what it really boils down to is Jesus added value to the life of every single person he came into contact with. So he said, when you go to the grocery store, can you say a kind word to, in other words, you just got to get great. He said, because we didn't have social media, we didn't have email, all these things that you guys have today that you can leverage. So we just had to really master human behavior, kindness, gentleness, caring, just, he said, so if you get great at adding a little value to every single person that you come into contact with, he said this. He said, young Dr. Breakthrough, your life will never be the same again. He said making money will be easy. Having influence with people will be a piece of cake. He said, but then having a life that's fulfilled will be yours. Oh, my goodness, I'm so glad. I am so glad I allowed him to pour into my life. I am so glad when he spoke, I opened up my ears and I opened up my heart. I opened up my spirit. His words were like seeds that dropped in. And now, folks, it's just a harvest. Now, thank God some of that I was doing already, but it solidified so much more. And so when you present, again, how did I go to the top of this company in 21 days? Well, I practiced my 21-day breakthrough challenge. And that's not a sales pitch. That's the truth. Matter of fact, my friend, I can tell you, as Jim Rohn says, the speaker, he said one of the things he loved about speaking, me and Jim Rohn, Bill Bailey were speaking at a spiritual retreat one time. And Mr. Rohn said one of the great things about speaking is not only is the audience changed, but the speaker themselves are often changed. Now, I called this years ago, I developed it's called Speak with a Listening Ear. And he was basically saying that philosophy. He said, but oftentimes the speaker is changed because the speaker hears themselves saying what they're saying and conveying to the audience. So listen carefully. So the 21-day breakthrough challenge, I believe every single person in the world needs to be on the challenge. And here's what got me involved with Shop Free Mart. Lady Love, we call her. Now they call her Dr. Ignite. Boy, she will ignite you. By the way, write the number down. If you didn't call that 6-minute message, oh my goodness. Sweatless victory, okay? Remember, sweatless victory. You want sweatless victory in this business? Then leverage the power of other people. Leverage these things. So here's a number. You can call 24/7, but more importantly, 3-way people on and put others on or give them the number out. Right, here's the thing. 646. Let me give it to you quick. 646 653. That's 646 653 1830. 646 653 1830. 1830. That's about a 5.5, 6-minute message that will blow your mind, empower you, educate you, grab your attention. I mean, it's absolutely ingenious what Liddy did on that call and the information she packs in and the psychology of the way she did it and everything else. It will absolutely blow your mind, and it will build your business. It's going to do the heavy lifting for you, okay? So use that number. Matter of fact, obviously, I used to be a college professor, so your assignment is everybody on the call today, everybody who hears the recording, call the number ASAP. Now, I know some of you say, well, I'm going to try to, no. Do it ASAP, right? And again, if you want to schedule it when you're driving to something and you can just listen, whatever, but schedule ASAP. And you might want to jot some things down, but you ought to listen to that every day for a week, at least. And like I said, get somebody on the call with you. Say, hey, coach gave us, the breakthrough coach gave us the little assignment here, and I just don't want to listen to this thing every day by myself. Would you mind listening with me? And, of course, one of the beautiful things that I do when I have somebody listen to a powerful call like that is I ask this one question. So what do you like best about what you just heard? I don't ask, what do you think? I ask, write it down now. So what did you like best about what you just heard? Now, here's how I have built teams. Again, been blessed to build a team of 1.5 million. This particular team will build to over 5 million. The Breakthrough Bible Dream Team will build it to 5 million people or more in 5 years or less. And we'll do it by adding great value to people's lives and with this way of presenting that I present to you. So I sent out the chart, which, by the way, special kudos to Evangelist Shante Kelly, who, again, ambassador, is about to be global ambassador, and with her social media marketing training and so forth. So if you're part of the NFL club, No Friends Left, right? Or maybe you're part of the double NFL club, No Friends Left, No Finances Left, right? You got to get some help, my friend. You just have to. But at any rate, she put together a PowerPoint based on the benefit chart that I sent out, and we'll make sure all of you have that. So here's some additional things. So again, when you talk to people, and so here's how I got involved. So Liddy took my 21-day breakthrough challenge. Her life was transformed, and she got involved because a pastor took it. His life was transformed. And Liddy then interceded for some of her team members. That's the way she is, right? She's always a team player. By the way, individuals can grow, teams can explode. Write that down. Individuals can grow, that's good, but teams can explode. And so tomorrow we're going to have Dr. Stan Williams teach you the difference between synergy, harmony, and unity. It'll blow your mind. But watch this. So individuals can grow, but teams can explode. That's why when Coach 100K says, until we get uplifted, right, where we want it, we want some test pilot of folks making money in doing this. And besides that, regardless, you need to be healthy. By the way, I came up with a great little slogan. If you've got less than perfect health, you might want to take a look at this. Write that down, use that. If you have less than perfect health, you might want to take a look at this. So, again, Lydia approached me, and then she got about 37 of her team members involved, and then set up a meeting with John Austin. So, again, my whole thrust, my whole focus is all I'm interested in is my 21-day breakthrough challenge. I've built enough businesses for other people. I'm building, and my beautiful wife always admonishing me, baby, you got to focus on your Dr. Breakthrough LLC and your training business. Okay, yes, baby, you're right. Because it gets so easy for me. I just want people to succeed, and when I see things that are good, I just want to be a blessing and add to it. And she's like, yeah, but baby, you're making it more of a win for them than it is for you. It's got to be, like you say, if it's not win-win-win, we're not in. But when it's win-win-win, we're all the way in. But, baby, it can't be little win for you and big win for them. They always win big because you always do things. The Bible says, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do it with thy might, right? Give it every. So anyway, but this time, Mr. Austin said, we've got 60-some thousand members worldwide, 120 countries. And I want them all, I'll admonish them all to take your 21-day breakthrough challenge. And a step further, we'll incentivize them because it'll be part of our compensation plan, which we don't have BV, business volume. We have RV, which stands for reward volume. And we basically reward people for doing what they already do anyway. That is, you're going to drink water. Why not drink turbocharged water, right? You're taking some kind of supplement for your health. When you're in your 20s, you're invincible, right? But once you hit that 30, you start to realize you're not so invincible, and you better start taking some stuff, right? You're going to be in the doctor's office all the time. So people are taking some kind of supplements and so forth. But anyway, so supplement nutrition for the mind, and now, for the body, and now with the 21-day breakthrough nutrition for the mind. But he said this, we'll incentivize them, and so as they speak to others about your challenge and people sign up with their link, you will get paid because they're taking your challenge. They'll get paid, so it makes them want to, tell more people about it. And everybody has been telling me I needed to make an affiliate program with it anyway. And so I was like, wow, this will be a great partnership. Remember, 1 + 1 is, again, cooperation equals 2, but 1 and 1 is 11. That's collaboration, right? So we started collaboration. Liddy, you don't get my attention by trying to get me in some network marketing. You don't get my attention trying to get me to build some. No, you get my attention by finding out what I'm interested in. What was I interested in? Promoting my 21-day breakthrough challenge, getting it to 1 million people within a year. And guess what, my friend? Now with the help of 63, which now it's like 66,000, right? A guy signed up last night, over 66,000 members in 120 countries. That's, you see what I'm saying? So working with him and his dream goals and so forth is now equally collaborating, rather, with me reaching mine. And that's what we want for you, my friend. And so when you're talking to people, stop sounding excited about what you're excited about and find out what they're interested in. So question: what if someone created a failure-proof business model that empowers even homeless people to make money? Would that be worth a few minutes of your time? See, write this down. Questions stimulate the conscience. Accusations harden the will. Questions stimulate the conscience. Accusations harden the will. So when you're dealing with your children, when you're dealing with your spouse, when you're dealing with, if you're the boss or employees, whatever, just think about that. Because remember, again, transcendent principles is what I teach. It transcends all the different things. So, but if you get this, then you understand this, then you'll learn to start asking probing questions. And one guy said, Dr. Breakthrough, you so good, you ask people questions, and you take their answers, and you use that to get. No. See, a leader, watch this now, it's not about manipulation, but a leader knows most people aren't good at making decisions, so a leader is going to probe and find out the information that the leader will make the decision that the person would make if they were a good decision maker. So I'm going to find out what they're interested in, and when they tell me what they're interested in, I show them how what we have is what they've been looking for. So let's get you started now, because this is what you said you want. What about, would you be interested if there's a special women's call addressing the needs and health concerns of today's women? You reckon there's any women out there be interested in something like that? Of course. Now notice I hadn't said the name of the company. Hello? Notice this. Notice I get people interested in joining and they don't even know what. Folks, I'm telling you, stop saying the name of the company. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Well, excuse me. No, keep on doing it. But if you want to be more massively successful, then you want to stop it, okay? So question is, would you like more success than what you're enjoying now? Don't fall into the trap of folks doing that, my friend. You brand you brand what you're doing. People are going to join in with you. Now, there's some that are going to join because the power of the company and the concept and the comp plan, all that. But listen, you've got to stop doing that. I said the other day, they're going to go online, they're going to research, they're going to Google, and Google is just a search engine, which means they're probably going to pull up some negative stuff, or they're going to go sponsor shopping and they're going to find somebody other than you, and you don't want your work to be in vain. So, question. Would it interest you something that doesn't compete with whatever you may be doing, but actually complements, enhances, enable, and empower you to do whatever you do better? Okay, watch this. Would it interest you to know wherever you want to go in life, whatever you want to accomplish, I believe we can help you get there faster and easier. Because we're going to provide mentors who can inspire you. We're going to give you a model you can follow. We're going to teach you methods you can implement, and the speed of your implementation will determine the speed of your success. Somebody who just got that's going to make $1 million right there. That will make, listen, stop presenting to people what you're excited about, what you like, what they don't care. They don't like you that much, right? In some cases, you don't even like you that much, right? Sometimes I tell people I get on my own nerves. Right? Here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. You've got to find out what they're interested in, and using their name, by the way, is magical. So use their name often. But again, so Ty, wherever you want to go in life, whatever you want to accomplish, I have a concept that can help you to get there faster and easier. Here's why, Ty, because we're going to provide mentors who can inspire you. We're going to give you a model you can follow. We're going to teach you methods you can implement, and the speed of your implementation will determine the speed of your success. Ty is in, right? Hey, Question: would you like to improve your gas mileage by 2 to 9 miles per gallon and possibly improve the performance of your vehicle as well? Question: would you like to enjoy more restful sleep? We call it REM sleep, where the body actually now can go and repair itself. Would that be of interest to you or anybody you are connected to? Question: would you be interested in a virtual business card that gives you unlimited amounts of cards that you can make, and so that you could present your business, your book, your CD, whatever you have, in a very professional way? Question: would it interest you to belong to a community that shares love and light? Would you like a perfect fundraiser that keeps raising funds after the fundraiser is over? Would you like to have some powerful practical tools made available that would allow you to have unlimited success? Would it interest you to have a free ebook that helps you take responsibility for you and your family's health? Do you like something that has Walmart prices for premium products that are akin to Saks Fifth Avenue? How about this? How about potential instant pain relief in some instances? Would it interest you to have the ability to position yourself to prosper before the masses come, although the foundation has already been laid? Would you like to become part of a success line where each of us create the success for the rest of us? And would you like to be involved where you can get nutrition for the spirit, mind, and body simultaneously? Would you like to be part of a win-win-win concept? Would you like to get paid for what you've been doing your whole life for free? I mean, Ty Grael went to the movie Breakthrough. He's like, Doc, man, you're going to love this, man, you and your wife and Jonathan. And so, of course, we were already planning on going, but it's like, well, what Ty said, man, this thing is really, really good. It's going to, okay, no problem. But guess what? Ty didn't make any money for referring me to the movie. How many movies have you referred people to? How many restaurants? How many churches? How many video? I mean, isn't that what social media is all about? You got a video you think could help somebody, you send it to them. We've been doing this stuff our whole lives for free. I'm going to show you a way of leveraging it now to get paid. But it interests you to, instead of paying for something that you have to do daily, you can get it for free or actually make money, right? I mean, you don't drink water enough days, you're going to die, right? So it's called you have to. you just absolutely have to. So if you're drinking water every day, why not either get it for free or do like I do and many others, get paid? So before I joined this company and concept, I was paying money to drink water for me and my family. Now we've made thousands and 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 thousands of dollars getting hydrated and sharing it with friends and some family, which, by the way, every member except one of my immediate family is on this powerful product. Got one brother's holding out, and I'll be seeing him Monday, and he's going to be in. So, but you get my concept. So, and by the way, you might after you're part of this, develop a few other things of your own. But what I'm saying is, and I'll have the thanks to Shantae, I'll have the now that I have the PowerPoint. So now I'll go ahead and do a presentation. I'll make that available to y'all. And of course, the presentation will go through things like this, and then it'll say, hey, if these things, if 5 of these, 10 of these, 100 of these, 5, 10, 20, 30, whatever interests you, get back to whoever invited you. But here's the thing: when I talk to people, all I need is one. If they tell me one thing that interests them, I'm like, okay, you know what, John? You know what, Bettina, Dr. Bettina? That's the reason why you need to get started with this concept today. See, it's not about me and what I want. Actually, what I want is for you to get what you want. And when you pick up on that spirit, my friend, you can't resist. You can't resist. So again, I mean, we've had days where I've had 12 people or more sign up in a day, right? And without mass, I'm talking about. But how? I mean, recently I broke my record. The record used to be like 2 minutes and 30 seconds of me recruiting someone. And I don't even really call it recruiting. I call it helping them find what they want. So it's my record now is 23 seconds. Say 23 seconds. Yep, 23 seconds. 23 seconds from the time I started talking to the gentleman till he's ready to sign up. You say, what in the world did you say? Well, and in this case, I actually had a little different approach. I said, man, look, I declared war on 3 things: deception, dehydration, and debt. And I'm looking for some warriors, some winners, and some workers. I'm not looking for wimps, whiners, or wishers. And he said to me, man, I'm a warrior. I'm a winner. I'm a worker. I ain't no wimp or nothing. I said, well, I know. And part of the thing is he had purchased a book from me, and his email was soldier something. You know, and so I saw that soldier part. I was like, ooh. So I said that to him, and I said, well then, I'd love to. Well, then you want to be drafted in? You ready? He said, yeah. It's okay. So I'm right here by my computer. I can fill out the information now. What do you like for your username? He didn't even have any clue of what. Are you with me, folks? What I'm telling you is this. People are looking for causes they can join. They're looking for something to belong to. See, there's 2 human needs, and I'm done. The 2 big human needs that they tell us. Number 1, people need forgiveness of sins, my friend, and that's why religion is so big. But and those of us who know better, relationship, right? A relationship with a living God who will wash away your sins, take away those sins for you. Watch this, my friend. But getting rid of the sins, having the sins forgiving. But number 2 is belonging, a sense of belonging. That's why the gang activity is so strong in inner cities and so forth. But people want to belong. That's why golfing and all these different clubs, people want to belong to something. Well, let's give them something good to belong to, right? Something with integrity, something with dignity, something where people have respect one for another, something designed by a man named John Austin with a humble heart who says, I've, like many people, been hurt, used, abused, scammed, lied to, and I looked for something that was with a kingdom-based biblical model, couldn't find it, and so I ended up creating it. You remember, necessity is the mother of invention. And by the way, that's what we'll do here with the team. We will create things that will help and assist you in furthering your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, being more successful with this, because as you are, it'll be a launching pad. Imagine when we have millions and millions of members, and those you are here in the beginning,